Hello friends, I am Dr. Amarjeet Kaur. I am Professor of Accounting and Business Communication at the Department of Management, Gurugram University, Gurugram. I have about 30 years of experience in education and food industry, have authored 56 research papers and 9 books so far, and I am continuing to learn in the area of accounting and communication. This is my privilege that I am here to discuss technology-enabled communication. It's a very important, very interesting topic, technology-enabled communication. Of course, it's not difficult. So, friends, the title of the talk clearly tells us what are we going to talk in this. The communication, we have discussed it for many a times. Whenever we share information or message to others, either in writing, orally, or through our eyes, our expression, etc., that's communication, right? So if that communication takes place between a sender and a receiver, where technology is involved, right? That becomes technology-enabled communication. So, technology-enabled communication has basically transfer of message amongst either people, so one person to another person, or between machines as well, mind you. It's not only, the communication is not happening only from one person to another person. So, when this transfer of message is taking place between a person to person, a one person to more person, to one machine to more machine or one machine, and where the technological tool is used, it will be known as technology enabled communication, right? It's very, very important because nowadays communication is not as simple as it used to be decades ago. The form, the delivery has changed completely, right? Especially the businesses in the 21st century are affected very significantly, I will not say adversely at all, significantly because of technology-enabled communication, right? So, because we are discussing this topic under the purview of business communication, so it becomes essential that we understand what is technology-enabled communication and how my business is going to get advantage out of technology-enabled communication, right? So, that's after understanding that very basic thing that communication wherever technological tool is used is technology enabled. So, TEC, technology-enabled communication. So, to understand it further, let's look at the progression in the area of communication. Initially, if you recall, days of, couple of centuries ago, the communication was only at personal level. People were staying in a small community. They were not able to commute to other countries, cities, and their movement was restricted to a particular local area wherever they were living in a small or a big population. But the communication was personal from one person to another person. So if there's if you have seen those movies, those serials where Raja, a king is sending message to another king, one person is bringing that message written on a piece of paper or a piece of cloth rather, and coming to the another state, another province, another country, and delivering that message in person, right? So initially it was personal. When the languages started developing, it was personal, one person to another person, and if it was to be communicated at a place situated far away, a person was involved with the help of some animal, like a horse is used to travel, but finally the message was personal, one person to another person, and conversational. Gradually from personal to conversational. The conversation started developing between one person to another person, or one person to two or three more person, like that. That Raja sitting along with his Wazir and all other Safais and ministers. What is happening there? Conversation, a kind of meeting. So it was personal initially, and then gradually upgraded, or it developed to conversational. Then the next stage in communication was the sharing purpose. When one message is shared with multiple people, with more people, masses rather. So that was a second stage where sharing of message took place. So, and then the last, in that sharing place, what is happening? Let's say one message through Nukkad Natak, a message through a play. So people are playing on some subject matter, performing that art, and communicating some message. So that sharing of knowledge, sharing of some development, sharing of some concern started taking place, right? So there were advancements in sharing area as well. And lastly, now we are at collaborative stage, right? In collaborative communication, it's just not the message is being shared. We have audio, video, visuals, sound, everything. A person present, a person without person. So there's a combination of so many things. So people are able to communicate, with a larger group of people at the same time, parallelly, in a synchronized way. Asynchronized way is also possible. So a collaborative communication is taking place nowadays, where there's a combination of sound, video, audio, and a person sitting together, or a group of person talking to another group of person across the world. So that is the latest and the most advanced stage of communication. Now, features of technology. If we are using technology in our communication, what does happen? What are the features in it? The most format thing in this is, this happens to be accurate. If you are using technology, let's say I am typing an email, right? So I'm using a computer or a laptop or my mobile, I'm writing, I'm typing. So there is an autocorrect feature, which is actually correcting my spellings. Of course, I need to use my brain there as well, because we know weak and weak, there's a difference. There and there, there's a difference, in the meaning. So which even a spell check will not correct. If you were intending to write their mistake, their farm, their property, right? It has to be THEIR. It cannot be THERE, right? So of course, that if we are using technology, our message is more accurate. Imagine writing by hand with the help of one, let's say, a pencil, a column, etc., on a takhti, on a piece of cloth, on a piece of paper, message getting spread, because of the ink being used. And now we are just typing on a keyboard, where we know if I'm intending to write L, I'm typing L. Whereas if we are writing by hand, there's a possibility of mistake or being taken differently at the other end. So our message becomes more accurate when we are using technology. Now, and it is also more clear as well. It's accurate and it is clear because we are able to use technology. If I'm speaking, let's say this message, this talk is going on, this session of this is a live session going on, which is telecasted by CEC here. So you are able to hear me clearly because of the technology being used. You are able to see the slide parallelly. in between the technical support here is displaying the PPT, the PowerPoint presentation in front of you. I am discussing and you are able to have a look at the PPT right away in front of you, right? So that's the use of technology in communication. Our message is getting through clearly. It is accurate, certainly, it is clear and concise. So look at the slide in front of you. It just has 5-6 words in total. It's so concise, isn't it? I am discussing this particular slide which is there in front of you at this moment, and it has just hardly 5-6 words. It's so concise. So a clear, concise message can be delivered with the help of technology. For times if you are typing on a Word document and you write something, when the sentence goes very lengthy, there's an auto suggestion coming up. It tells you this same message can be delivered very concisely with lesser words, which will use less space of the document, and even then your message would be accurate and would be more clear. So this is the use of technology, isn't it? Coherent and appropriate. Our next feature, because of the technology, the message is coherent. There is a cohesiveness. Even this discussion at this moment happening is this. I am talking and parallelly the technical support here sitting in the another room is displaying the PowerPoint presentation. There's a coherence between what I am talking through my mouth, of course, what I'm speaking out, I'm discussing, and the technology. So there's a good coherence because I have a reference to the PPT. There's a good coherence in my thoughts as well. It's not the coherence in delivery, coherence in the thoughts, coherence in understanding the message, everything. So our message is well coherent and appropriate, isn't it? It becomes, we are able to deliver the most accurate message most appropriately with the help of technology. And just think, this was the example which we were using at this moment. But think about, when you are just driving through on a road and you saw a hoarding on the side of a road. You are able to read it because it has been, there's something written, some picture is there, some prop is been used. So the message gets, of course there are ad agencies delivering those creatives, delivering those hoardings, preparing those ads. So message is so accurate, clear, concise, coherent, appropriate. They know where to display, they know what to write, they know exactly how to make the best use of the available space. You refer to a newspaper, you refer to an ad being telecasted on a TV. So because everywhere technology is used, because of the technology, our message becomes accurate, concise, clear, coherent and appropriate, right? Now we will be discussing what are the reasons for growth of technology enabled communication, TEC. This technology enabled communication has grown exponentially, has grown significantly. Of course, we all agree, there's no denial to that. But there are certain reasons, there is certain base, there is certain requirement, only then a technology enabled communication can take place. First of all, there's a convergence of mobile communication. This mobile communication has converged. We know that. There were times when there was only the basic mobile phone was there. Only text message was possible. Now it has converged. We all know, we see a smartphone in the hand of a rickshaw puller to an auto driver. That's very fortunate that economy is growing and these facilities, these available technological tools are there in the hands of people at the bottom of the pyramid even, right? So the convergence of mobile communication is essential, or rather is a factor which has accelerated the growth of technology enabled communication. Then internet providing platform has multiplied. It has become strong and strong by every passing day in the last couple of years, right? So for multiple group communication, that one person to many more person, a one person to a group of person to another group of person, sitting across different boundaries, right? It has been possible only because of the internet. So this platform, which is internet, is another reason that why technology enabled communication has grown manifold. The another reason is the shared spaces in virtually and geographical location. There are so many shared spaces, either virtually or geographical locations. People are sharing space. We have concept of cloud. So we save our data on a cloud. We use that virtually. We use that geographical location. So this is another technology. Because of that, the technology enabled communication is growing manifold, in fact. Another reason for growth of technology enabled communication is there's a penetration in the broadband services. It was 2G to 3G to 4G, now 5G. So high speed broadband services are there, and because of that, this technology enabled communication is becoming faster, effective. That then there were time when we used to pay thousands of rupees a month, even only for our mobile phone. Yes, we have paid thousands of rupees, and now for $200, $300, people have data plans. People have opportunity to make phone calls as well as use data, which they can use for their WhatsApp, Facebook, whatnot. So for watching movie, watching serial, or singing songs, or surfing on YouTube or any other channel, like any other platform like that. So this high broadband penetration across the countries, across the world, is another reason that why and how technology enabled communication is growing faster. Then the social software such as Blogger, YouTuber, there are so many more social softwares. They are maturing. There were times when we just have heard or maybe have not heard of YouTube or blogs, etc., etc. Now everybody, either is educated or no, they know what YouTube is. This is a social software available to all of us on a click of button. It is maturing, it is growing, it has rather reached to a mature stage now, and that has led to growth in technology enabled communication. You can simply write an article and post on on social media. You can simply write something, any thought about any topic of this world, and put it on the YouTube, put it on the Google, so put it on the blogs. So you can share it with millions and millions of people. We know that one just video being clicked in a bathroom can go viral, and there could be billions of views for that. What is that? That's also communication, right? Some emotion, some sensation, some idea, some message is being communicated in that video, right? It could be social messages, it could be entertainment, it could be some grudge, some anything on this word. But how does it get communicated from one person to billions of people across the world? Simply because technology is there. Either it is on the YouTube or it is on some internet, multimedia device. So that's why it is been growing like that. And another reason is that affordability of internet is becoming popular, easy now. There were times when internet was very expensive. Businesses, when they started using internet, they will use, they will decide this 3 to 4 we will switch on internet, we will log in, and we will send these 10 mails, 5 mails, 7 mails, etc., etc., or we will go for a Skype meeting. But now, even at a university, at a college, there's an internet facility, Wi-Fi facility for every student in almost everywhere, isn't it? So internet has become this so affordable, and multimedia devices like our smartphone, smart boards, there's so many things. Everybody is using some LMS, learning management system. So even that is a multimedia device. So it has become affordable now. Then another reason of growth in technology-enabled communication is availability of powerful new channels. So there are so many channels which have become so easily available to the general public. So those new channels are coming up every day. We have a new channel. We don't know now the names of the channels available, be it on radio, be it on video, the TV, be it on YouTube, be it on other medias. So they are become so powerful that that information is just flowing. In fact, the reality is now people have started talking about that the information is overflowing, and now there's a need to curb the flow of the information. It is so much excess of information available around that it is becoming difficult to make sense of the overloading or information, overflowing information. That's a fact. You search for one item and you will find 100 items. You will find 100 different articles on that, and it becomes difficult for someone to decide either to refer to this one or that one, because this is over flooded information around you. But nevertheless, that has led to growth in technology enabled communication. And lastly, combining of numerous media is becoming possible. Earlier, it was not possible to combine so many different medias. Now it has become so easy. Let's for example, earlier, initial days, we were able to talk, in person. Then letters were invented. It was possible to send letters by writing your message, whatever you're writing. By writing a book, you can communicate your message, you can share your thoughts. So what was happening? Only one medium was there, a letter, a book, or you can stand up and speak, etc., etc. But now it's not that. You can stand and speak. Not only that, while you are standing and speaking, you can use parallelly certain videos. You can show certain videos, you can use some background music, and you can perform something. You can deliver your message with the help of some audio effects, video effects. You go and watch some drama. Nowadays, it's just not what the artist is saying there on the stage. The artist is saying something, but there are so many things flooding in the sky. There are so many props they are using with the help of technology. They are saying something, and there is some sound effect coming on the screen or on the sides of audiences even. So numerous media can be combined together. So be it sound, voice, video, and nowadays the virtual realities is also there. That is also different media. So AV is there, so one can actually experience in person that how would a particular specs look on me by trying that. So what is that? So some messages coming when you are trying that. You can read something, you can hear something, you can see something there on the screen, and parallelly you can see yourself on the screen, right? So there's a combination of different medias. There are numerous medias. This combination, this combining of media is becoming possible, and that's why the virtual reality is there. That is the latest thing we all are seeing. And that is the technology enabled communication, because even that video is communicating something, even that audio is communicating something which you are watching there, right? So these are the reasons for growth of technology enabled communication. I hope you are clear that what is technology enabled communication, how it has grown exponentially because of growth of internet, because of website, availability of internet, availability of softwares. So I hope that is clear to you. Thank you very much for being with me. Thank you, friends.